All right, further south in Beaumont. I just want to make some comments here. I'm next near the library in a park. This looks like it's a soccer park, and there seems to have been a lot of activity in the snow with tire tracks all over, unnecessary driving on this soccer field. And then I just want to comment that that little mound over there, that tiny mound, some mother had her kids with some cardboard, and as they're using it as kind of like a sledding hill, I guess. So that's the tallest hill they could choose. But there's just been a lot of foot activity all up and down here. So they seem to have been having a lot of fun with the snow around here, especially in their vehicles. If I was out here, I guess I'd been watching some vehicles just going in circles all over the place here. Alright, I suspect that this library might be closed, but there's four cars here. There's kids running around like their school is closed. Yeah, it doesn't look locked. Oh. Alright. I was hearing this in the library. It's really heated up, so now that snow is melting off the roof. Heating up fast. Feels good out here. Yeah, whoa, what was... Oh, okay. Ice fell on the... Okay, the last of the ice on the roof is gonna melt off today. And it's gotten way too busy around here. I gotta get out of here. I got kids just running laps around my car. Sometimes I produce too much acid for the type of food that I eat. Such as if I want to eat raspberries by themselves, they're gonna be problems for my stomach. I need to balance that out with foods that are not so acidic. I don't even know why I bought those raspberries. They've caused problems for me in the past. I feel like I need to turn back to them every so often. So,
What you trying to do with the sign?
what?
What you trying to do with the sign?
Nothing? You see some problem?
Yeah, you're trying to pull it out?
No, look, it's fine. Test it out. It's fine, it's strong.
Why are you doing that? Is you trying to shake it up to get it out?
No, it's fine.
I know it's fine, but you're trying to shake it up and maybe trying to pull it out.
No, I'm not trying to dig it up. I have no reason to dig it up.
Don't do it again. I
Okay.
saw you what you did.
Well, who are you? What's your
Can
name?
you see that?
Your name is Sour Lake? Are you?
That's where I work.
Okay, but I mean, you're still a person too. You're not just, it's not just where you work.
Okay, from where are you?
What?
This is I am.
Oh, all right. What do we got here? Police. I see B-O-L-I. I can't read the rest of it.
So I'm warning you, don't do it again.
No, I can't see your name though. What's your name? Your
It is, say bowling.
Oh, it's on your jacket and it's also on your shirt. It says B-O-L-I-N-G. All right, yeah, it's fine.
Where do you live?
Oh, I'm a traveler. This is my car, so it's just you know, stretching the legs as I'm traveling.
Yeah, but that's not. We have to straight up. That's not strong enough. You to shake and you know. I don't know. I see you. You're trying to pulling it out.
Yeah, I mean,
That is a city historic property.
It's
you to sign. There's a sign in there. You to read.
Yeah, it's a city of Sour Lake property by Bowling. Officer Bowling is telling me that this sign over here is a city of Sour Lakes property. Okay.
It's a Sour Lake property.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I hear you. You're okay. You got your patch with the Texas state on it. It says Sour Lake. You're part of the police. You look like an older guy. You're not the police chief, are you?
What do you say?
You know what police chiefs. Are you the police chief? You look
No,
like
I'm not. I'm a patrolman.
Oh, you're just a regular patrolman? Okay. All right. And you just decided to stop and tell me that the sign is sensitive. It's a sensitive.
I've seen you were trying to pulling it out.
I wasn't trying to pull a sign out.
That's what I saw you.
I'm not trying to block your way to it. If you want to check it, I mean, you want to test its strength?
I don't want you. Don't do it again.
Okay. Don't be pulling on any signs. All right. I hear you, Officer Bowling of the South Sour Lake Police. You know, this badge looks a little different on your car than it does on your patch. It's a little uncoordinated. All right. He's going to drive on the grass. It's okay if I drive on the grass? All right, gotta use the back. Oh, he's locking the doors. Okay. All right. Hey, is the water supposed to be running like nonstop?
No.
Because that was non-intentional. Because I kind of thought it was for the winter.
The restaurant shuts off now. You can't no water get in water in there.
Nobody can use it right now. I'm talking about the when you wash your hands, that water that's running.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be running non-stop.
No, it is stop. It's automatic. In a few seconds, will stop.
They'll stop it tomorrow because tonight's gonna freeze over still. It's because
I don't think there's any water in there.
I saw water that's continually running, and I assume maybe it's so that it didn't freeze over this winter storm. You know,
there is something in there to get that to get the pressure off.
Okay, well, you know what's happening. It's all covered. You inspect it, so you know what's going on.
But like the restroom it's closed now.
It's closed. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. You close.
Yes, sir.
Right, so the worst sicknesses that I think I've experienced in my stomach have all been happening after I started playing around more with vinegar because of the acidity, most likely, and it's acidic foods, the yogurts and the raspberries, just those acidic foods that may be my worst problems that lead to the sick feeling. So I want to balance that, and I might be kind of balancing it with chocolates, okay, because this has got a lot of fat to help neutralize the excess acidity. I think a lot of my sickness has just been becoming a matter of excessive acidity and not controlling that enough. Yeah, I guess those antacids might help, your anti-acid stuff, because I'm really bringing in a lot of extra acid now into my life. But my stomach's been pretty settled for the past couple of weeks now, and yeah, I'll just you know, make sure that I don't have too much acid. I'll be very cautious of that. All right, I'm just here to use a library. That's it. So this isn't exactly a library.
It's a reference library.
Because you don't have any Wi-Fi here.
No, we do.
So yeah, do you know where the library is?
Yes. Do you know where the courthouse is?
It's near the courthouse. Okay, I guess I just need to look closer at that. Okay.
Yes.
But we could walk around the I got Google Maps. We could just walk around the museum then. Okay. Okay. In the bathroom. Oh, but I have to sign in.
Yeah. Oh, right here. Everybody's done.
Sign in for the museum.
No, our register. It keeps our numbers up.
Oh, what do you mean? It keeps your numbers up, like your report numbers?
Yes.
Lock of Sam.
And when you want to, the museum's right through the
So this isn't signing in for the museum specifically. It's just kind of
No,
it covers all this property.
Yes.
This
This
is
is-
a register of
It's
any
just a
guest to
And
the
it's just
property.
like there's stuff to check out over in those other buildings.
Yeah.
They're unlocked and
Well,
open?
The buildings are not open because we have to schedule tours for those.
Oh,
This one's open and anybody can come tour, no problem.
all the other buildings are just.
Yeah, we schedule like 2.
Are they new? Are they new?
The
Because the
buildings-
guy looks like he's working on it.
Well, these are actually historic buildings that were.
Yeah, like just maybe something just got moved in here.
No,
If
these
you
have
want
been
to
here
see
for a
the
while.
World War I exhibit, we can unlock the Rotary for you also.
That's a separate building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the building kind of down on the far end, it's kind of like a 5-sided. That's a Rotary building. It's got a World War I exhibit and it tells you a little history of the
Okay.
Rotary building.
Yeah.
The other buildings we actually schedule tours to give. And
All
they're
right.
free tours.
And then are you adding on? This is a big property. Looks like you got room to add more buildings.
That I know
No?
or not, but I
Oh.
don't know. Things could change.
Here you go. And if you want a whole tour, if you
Well,
email Alana, she'll arrange a tour for you, and
What-
there's no charge.
Okay, what's the primary research going on here? Is it wildlife or is it
Oh, no, we are a.
That's
historical? That's okay. That's only okay.
Yeah,
Right,
we're the-
yeah.
We're a records repository as well as so we're a research library of the local history, family history, and Texas.
Genealogy.
A little bit of everything.
But we're
So-
part of
Oh.
Texas State Library in Austin. So, except our facility's not at the Capitol Library, that's who we work for, ours is out here in Liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, and we house a lot of
Yeah,
like
'cause-
regional, like local county records and stuff too.
Yeah.
So we're a repository for a lot of those records for the 10 counties in the area.
Okay.
So a lot of that's here as well.
And then a construction worker hit the cable, and then we were
Yeah,
without
'cause
it for like 7 months.
You don't have to bury things very deep around here because there's not much of a frost
Oh,
line.
that's right, that's
Like
right.
like, you know, the frost line in Wisconsin or Michigan is like 5 to 8 feet
Lord.
deep in the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to do that
They'll
here.
get those hard freezes up there.
Yeah, they last too.
Yeah.
There's snow is still on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So
We'll get that once in a while, but it usually doesn't last more than a week. If it
yeah,
lasts a week, that's a cold week.
yeah. I noticed yesterday it really got extra warm, and then the snow was just really just pouring. There was just water pouring off the edges of the roofs,
Yeah.
just because of the blast of heat to
Yeah.
take care of the rest. So yeah, I'm gonna look around. So the process of making a flint, you start with a cobble and strike it a lot, and then you get those sharp materials for making arrowheads, which is what it comes down to. Rotate the wheel to see what? Rotate the wheel? Okay, so I'm rotating the wheel, and it just kind of goes through the different pictures, I guess. I can speed it up or slow it down or go backwards, I guess. that's something. Going backwards. And it just keeps spinning. That's crazy. It's kind of amusing. Never had a setup like that, or never seen one like that. So I can go back and forth. Very interactive. Alright, this branding logbook looks quite interesting to me. I don't know why. Records of marks and brands, and they got names, name of owner, place of residence, and then how they're marking the ears, I believe, for the various animals. What? Those aren't marked? Maybe it just didn't choose one. You just kind of choose the marking, and then when you registered, 1870, 82, 71, and everybody's supposed to get a copy of this so they know that they can identify which marking is which. And you saw that somebody traded 31 cows for one slave, but that they said was out of desperation. So it may not be typical, it might be more like 50 cows a slave. The Jayhawkers. Some Southeast Texans chose not to fight for the Confederacy, facing conscription. Warren, Newton, and Collins all enlisted in the Confederate Army to avoid arrest for evading the draft. Then they deserted and were called the Jayhawkers. Lived off the land around here. Alright, for the green gold, I just want to go to the bottom here and say that the Northerners prefer the North Pine over the Texas Yellow Pine, which was full of sap. They don't like too much sap in their lumber. So they got 3 of these kiosks that are very amusing. I just spin it, either spin browser, spin it either way. The end. Whoop, let me go back. I just go back and forth. What about the horse? Let's get to the horse. There it is. Or this. Or back and forth. Alright, so this guy started out in the early 1900s growing rice in this area. And then probably a hurricane brought the salt water in. What else brings salt water north? And then they discovered oil and he got super rich. Good for him. Spin the wheel. Alright. Oil wells and how they worked. Oil is found naturally. Yep. Oh, there's the layers. Different layers. Could be in just a little puddle below. A salt dome. There could be salt that separates the oil. You got to deal with that salt. Imagine burning off the oil to get to the gas and also having to burn that salt. And burning salt is a very toxic process. Gusher. What's going on here? This guy's going back and forth. You can't seem to decide. So there's a big oil boom, and I see oil pumps driving through here. It's still spinning. push here. Oh! Wow, that's just designed to scare you. So when you think of southeast Texas, you think of thick forests and tall pines. It's mostly pines and not much else. The brass medallion, 1900 to 1933. And that's the formation in the moment. Flag in the center. A Rotary 4-way test. Undated poster, although they do have copyright of 46. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Is it fair and beneficial? Oops. Okay, here we go. Caution, these are Rotary cards they give to members where we are enforcing our attendance. Regrets your continued absence. Okay. So it might be an attendance issue here. These are just attendance reminders. Let's see. So, and then dead. So you have to show up or you'll start getting those cards. I guess this was the Rotary building I was in. They got these other buildings on display. I don't think they're unlocked though. She only said she unlocked one church you could check out maybe, but whatever. They're doing work on it. It's a little soggy all around. That's why these buildings are built up a little on a couple of bricks 2 feet off the ground to deal with the sogginess. So this is not the library for me. They don't even have Wi-Fi, so I gotta get somewhere else. Alright, I reset this camera. It's shutting off at 3 minutes every time. And even earlier, oh my god, it's all closed. So then, 1 to 5? Today is 1 to 5. Today's Friday, I believe. Wow. Yeah, I was trying to get on the Wi-Fi. Oh, you got something there? How often do you change it?
The city changes it.
Okay, how often does the city change it?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, alright. Alright. I have thought about vacuum in my car, but I mean, I only have so much space, so I can't rationalize having a little vacuum in this car at all. A brush yes, maybe. I don't have a brush. I should. There's been a lot of situations, a lot of spots in this car I can't quite reach and clean very well, that a brush would help. Maybe even like just a simple paintbrush. I want to consider. I'm still in the process of considering that. I work around it. How I get to these hard to reach spots, like pretty much like corners of the car, are using like paper towels. Maybe I'll wet them, ball them up, and then wipe down, pick up the the dust and everything that's collected. But a brush would be about it. That's what vacuums are a lot of ways. The vacuums suck or brush. And really, I could just throw things out of the car. Okay, just open up the door, throw whatever out. I've opened up the plug holes in the bottom of the car so I can brush things through those holes and they just fall to the bottom. Houses don't have that option, where you got a hole on the bottom of your house that you can just brush the garbage into. And I just deposit it in various parking lots. I mean, it's not a large heap of garbage. It's just something every so often I'll clean the car, wipe it down, and all of that. But I can't rationalize using a vacuum in the car, carrying around a vacuum that takes up space, when I have 4 doors all around me. I could just open up and toss things right out the door. And I know you don't have that ability so much in houses. Maybe throw garbage out the windows, maybe, but it's easy to just throw things out of the car instead of using a vacuum. Alright, it seems like I can sleep on my stomach again, hunched over the blankets, not in a full like flat position, without any problems. And I think it's because I've strengthened the muscles of my chest area doing push-ups and stuff. Strengthening the muscles allows me to sleep in weird positions, and that's kind of cool. So it really shows how much I've been neglecting strength training. When there's certain positions that I sleep in that I wake up from, it's a result of having a weak muscles, unable to support that particular position, which after exercising enough, I can actually effectively sleep. Alright, I just want to make a little vlog about the swelling that I experienced right here. It's still bad. It started 3 days ago, 3 mornings ago. I just wake up and start feeling a swelling and pain, and it affected my swallowing. Sometimes the swallowing would hurt. It would affect turning to the right. It was just swelling that occurs, and I could touch it, and it feels tender to the touch. It feels like it's right in the lymph node. It doesn't really feel swollen, but I mean, to the touch, I can't really tell. Maybe a little bit more enlarged than on the left side. But I asked ChatGPT about it a little bit. Let me just describe it a little bit to ChatGPT. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Oh. Hello, ChatGPT. Are you there?
Hi, Travis. I'm here.
Okay,
How can I help you today?
I have a swelling in my lymph node on the right side of my neck 3 days ago that affects my swallowing sometimes, which makes it hurt the swallowing. And when I turn to my right, sometimes I'll feel a little bit of a pain. It'll be painful sometimes, not all the time, and I'll feel swelling. What should I make of it?
I'm sorry to hear you're experiencing that discomfort. Swelling in the lymph nodes, especially if it's affecting swallowing and causing pain, can be due to a few different reasons. It might be related to an infection, inflammation, or other underlying issues. Since it's been a few days and it's causing you pain, it would be best to get it checked out by a healthcare professional. They can examine you and determine the cause, and if needed, recommend treatment to help you feel better.
Well, what could it be? I mean, it feels like maybe the pain is going down after 3 days.
If the pain is starting to go down, that's a good sign. Swelling in the lymph nodes can often be due to something like a minor infection or inflammation. Your body's immune system reacts by causing the lymph nodes to swell as it fights off the issue. Sometimes this can happen with a common cold, a sore throat, or even a dental issue. If the swelling and pain continue to decrease and you start feeling better, it might just be a minor issue that's resolving on its own. However, if the swelling persists or gets worse, or if you notice other symptoms like fever, night sweats, or unexplained weight loss, it's important to see a healthcare professional to rule out any other causes. It's always best to be cautious with your health.
Okay, I'm stopping it. All right, she's right. I don't feel any other symptoms from this. And I've been trying magnet therapy. It's not really doing anything. So I got bigger magnets here, and that might be what's taken away a bit of my shoulder pain. Getting shoulder pain on the upper part of my shoulder. I don't know if magnets are really helping, but I mean, they can't hurt. I was holding magnets right here. That's the tender spot. If it was acupuncture, they might put a needle right there, or follow the path, the energy path, and put needles in other places. But yeah, it's the right side. It's so messed up. This side of the neck, but it just happens so randomly, and it feels like I could feel like when I eat chocolate, it seems like chocolate's been causing weird inflammations. And when I strain sometimes, like with exercise, I'll put pressure in my head and then I'll feel it in the neck, and I wonder if something might have given. I don't really strain myself too much, I don't feel like. And this happened, this pain just suddenly happened in the morning time, where I woke up with it in a Walmart parking lot, and it felt kind of like the environment might have caused it. It's like I'm blaming either the environment, the chocolate, or a straining. Could be something else. But I'm just making a report of this, and 3 days in, I'm still undecided of what to do exactly. So it's at that point, and I guess, you know, if you're going to be undecided, if I'm going to be undecided about this, then it may not be so bad, because usually if it's bad, I'll feel a desperate need to get to the hospital right away, and I'm just not feeling that. So how bad can it be, really?